What would happen to you if you suddenly lost your job or faced a medical emergency tomorrow? Could you manage the stress, or would you be buried in financial anxiety? Today, we're talking about something that could change the way you look at your financial security, an emergency fund that could help you sleep at night knowing you're covered. If you find this topic valuable, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers so I can continue sharing tips to help you secure your financial future. Body of the speech: emergency funds. We've all heard the phrase, life is unpredictable, but when it comes to our finances, that unpredictability can cause some serious stress. Whether it's an unexpected job loss, a car breaking down, or a medical emergency, having an emergency fund isn't just a good idea, it's a financial lifeline. What is an emergency fund? Let's start by defining what an emergency fund really is. Simply put, an emergency fund is money set aside to cover unexpected expenses or financial emergencies. It's there to act as a buffer so that when life throws a curveball, you're not left scrambling for money. Why it's essential for financial security. Why do you need an emergency fund? Well, without it, every time something goes wrong, whether it's a car breakdown, a surprise medical bill, or a job layoff, you're at risk of sinking deeper into debt. Credit cards, loans, and borrowing money can all seem like quick fixes, but they often leave you paying more in interest and fees, which can only make your financial situation worse. An emergency fund gives you peace of mind, knowing you're not reliant on credit to solve your problems. It's your financial safety net, your cushion for those moments when life doesn't go according to plan. How much should you save? Now, you might be thinking, how much should I actually save? A common rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. But here's the thing, everyone's financial situation is different. Some people might need more depending on their lifestyle or family situation, while others can get by with less. Let's say you spend $3,000 a month. In that case, 3 to 6 months worth of expenses would be anywhere from $9,000 to $18,000. That may seem like a lot, but the key is to start small and gradually build up. It's not about reaching that amount overnight. It's about consistent savings and progress. Where to keep your emergency fund? Where should you keep this money? Your emergency fund should be easily accessible, but not too easy that you end up spending it on non-emergencies. A high-yield savings account is a great option because it gives you better interest than a standard savings account, while still offering quick access when you need it. I recommend staying away from investing this money in stocks or long-term assets. Remember, this is for emergencies and you want it to be available without risk. Steps to start building your emergency fund. Let's talk about how to get started. Building an emergency fund might seem overwhelming at first, but breaking it down into small, manageable steps can make the process smoother. Set a goal. Start by aiming to save $1,000 as your first milestone. That can cover many small emergencies, like a medical bill or car repair. Once you've reached that goal, gradually build up to 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer to your emergency fund account each month. Even if you can only set aside $50 or $100 a month, automating the process ensures that you're consistently making progress. Cut back on non-essentials. Take a look at your spending habits and find areas where you can cut back. Maybe it's dining out less or canceling subscriptions you don't use. The money saved here can go straight into your emergency fund. Look for ways to increase your income, whether it's picking up a side job or selling items you no longer need. Any extra money you earn can go toward building that safety net. Challenges and how to overcome them. I know building an emergency fund can feel like an uphill battle. Life always has a way of throwing unexpected expenses our way. But remember, the sooner you start, the sooner you'll reach that goal. Sometimes, life happens, and you may have to dip into your emergency fund before it's fully built. That's okay. The key is to replenish it as quickly as possible so it's there for the next emergency. The power of having an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund isn't just about avoiding debt. It's about freedom. It's about being able to make decisions without the stress of finances looming over you. Whether it's taking time off work, to recover from illness, finding a new job, or dealing with a family emergency, knowing you have the funds to support you can make all the difference in how you approach life's challenges. You'll feel more empowered to handle setbacks with confidence, knowing you've got a buffer that gives you breathing room. It reduces stress, and ultimately, it brings you closer to financial freedom. In conclusion, building an emergency fund is one of the most important steps you can take to secure your financial future. It's not an overnight process, but by starting small and staying consistent, you'll soon have a safety net that gives you the peace of mind to face whatever comes your way. If you haven't started yet, today is the best day to begin. And remember, every little bit counts. Don't let the size of the goal overwhelm you. Take one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll have an emergency fund that works for you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers, and together, we'll build a strong financial foundation for the future. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.